Hello everybody, in this video we are going to talk about dividing rational expressions. And you'll find that dividing rational expressions is just the same process as we would when we divide fractions. And so what we are going to do is actually multiply by the reciprocal of the divisor. Or in other words, we're going to take this value that we're dividing by, we're going to flip it, and then we're going to multiply the two expressions together. So if I just show you really quick as how it works with fractions, so if we have 3/4 divided by 1/2, what we do is we keep 3/4 the same, we change the division to multiplication, and we flip this to its reciprocal, and then we multiply straight across. 3 times 2 is 6, 4 times 1 is 4, and then we can simplify to 3/2. Always remember to simplify at the end to get it in its simplest form. And really that's probably the most challenging thing about this is simplifying at the end and the factoring. So let's go ahead and do this. Here we have x squared minus 6x plus 8 divided by 10 divided by x minus 4. Well, here, this is kind of weird because this really isn't a fraction. But remember, we can put any value over 1 to turn it into a fraction. And so when we do this, if we rewrite this as multiplication, it's going to be x squared minus 6x plus 8, and that is over 10. And then we are going to multiply by this divisor flipped, which now becomes 1 over x minus 4. From here, we're going to multiply straight across. Now that it's multiplication, numerator times numerator, denominator times denominator. So we'll come down here. So now we have x squared minus 6x plus 8. And of course, times 1 is still itself. And then we are going to have on the bottom in our denominator 10 times x minus 4. All right. So remember, don't multiply this stuff out. A lot of people just be, they think they can just go ahead and distribute this in, but I caution you against that. Just wait. First thing we want to do is factor. So if we look at this numerator, we can factor this quadratic into two binomials. So if you remember, to get this x squared in the front, we're going to have an x and an x. And in order to figure out these values in the back, we need to find two numbers that multiply to give us positive 8, but when we add them, give us a negative 6. So what would that be? Well, I would say negative 4 and negative 2 would satisfy that, because negative 4 times negative 2 is positive 8. And when we add them together, negative 4 plus negative 2 gives us negative 6. All right, so if you need a little practice factoring, go ahead and do that. And then on the bottom, we're going to leave it the same, 10 times x minus 4. From here, we can see if we can factor anything else. And we really can't. We have nothing else really to factor, so we know we can start simplifying common factors. So you can see there's an x minus 4 in the numerator and an x minus 4 in the denominator. And then this 10 and x minus 2 are not common factors, so can't be simplified. So our final answer is going to be x minus 2 over 10. And that is our final simplified answer after we divide these two rational expressions.